What is up, all you freaks out there? This is Ryan.
And this is Rhonda. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, and a very happy National Sugar Cookie Day to all you cookie heads out there.
I like a good cookie.
Me too. I thought,
I'm not gonna lie.
I thought National Sugar Cookie Day would be like or more on Christmas time than middle of July, but it's always a good time for a cookie.
I agree.
And I tell you what, I went out to the cabin today. We got there every Tuesday morning, and I'd go inside. Of course, it's been really hot here, and I go inside and turn the AC on. As soon as I get there, turn the AC on. I swear it did not cool off at all. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with the AC or something, but it was just one of those days where the heat just completely sucked out my energy. I should be drinking a Red Bull right now instead of my tea out of my awesome mug here. But
as a fan of summer, I'm not gonna lie. This is beyond what I like of summer.
Yeah, it's been rough. And I know it's hot every summer, so it's not like anything that's new because it's summertime. But damn,
I don't know. It's early for the kind of heat we're having right now. Like that heat is like deep into August, early August. Like we're having Arizona heat, to be honest. Everybody always says Arizona doesn't have humidity. It does. Depends on what's going on, but usually it's dry. But they have humidity too. But I'm telling you, I actually sent messages to a bunch of my friends that I knew work outside. I was like, dude, stay safe.
Yeah,
it's rough.
It is nasty out there, and it's like this is August heat. I can't imagine what it's going to be like in August. Our faces are probably going to melt off.
Yeah, it's. I don't remember a summer this hot in a long time, or this dry.
Focus on the future. You got to stay positive, and know that this too shall pass. So we got a lot of people in chat here.
Yeah, it'll be Christmas before we know it.
I know, right? It'll probably be 80 degrees at Christmas time too, for that matter. Oh man! So we got a lot of people in chat here. CR is running the chat. Lois, Teresa, Shonda, Rhonda, you, yeah. Thanks for joining the chat there, Rhonda. I really appreciate it. JK-47 Paranormal Investigations is in chat tonight. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. There's Rose.
Thanks, Shayla.
I'm the bigger than the biggest ever believer in the paranormal. Wow, that's pretty big. That is pretty.
I think you're amongst the right people then.
And we have Elizabeth Stroud. She was at the cabin this morning. She knows how hot it was. It was hot today.
Rebecca tries lurking in the cheap seats.
And of course, I don't have to tell you that it is Call of the Horizon Day, which obviously is the biggest holiday of the year.
Call of the Horizon.
Call of the Horizon Day. Again.
Now, how are we supposed to celebrate that?
Look to the
horizon. Is it like you look at the horizon and you give out a big Tarzan yell or something? I
don't know. Call of the Wild, Call the Horizon. You gotta howl like a wolf or something.
Howl like a wolf or something. Like
howl like the wolf. Oh yeah, I don't even know what that even means, but it's Call of the Horizon Day. So I am sorry I did not get you a call of the Horizon Day card. I should have sent everyone something and make a post about it.
You know what? I'll let it slide this time. Do not forget next year.
Seriously, drop the ball there. Seriously, drop the ball. You guys, good. I'm glad we make you smile, especially on National Call of the Horizon Day, which
we hope you have some cookies.
Eat some sugar cookies. Celebrate National Call of the Horizon Day. Oh, hello, all. Say hey. Hi.
Hi.
Star is hanging out in Minnesota. Minnesota. So, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was good. I had like a crazy kind of broken up week for 4th of July week. I
Mhm.
ended up taking last Monday off just for a girls' day. My best friend had been watching the weather, and she's like, it's supposed to be like 80 degrees. Let's go to Colonial Beach. And I was like, let's go. Let's do it.
It's
So I took Monday off. We had those nice couple of days, and then it fell in a handbasket, literally.
That was
Um,
a tease, as they say.
yeah. So then I worked Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So it was a good time. I spent a lot of time with friends. I actually went out to Peaceful Easy Healing in Fredericksburg just to hang out. I did some readings while I was out there. So it was a good week. It was a good weekend.
That's awesome. Do you see fireworks on Thursday?
I did not. Honestly, I did not.
Neither did I. I mean, it was raining. Then I had to work Thursday night, and the time I got back, trying to get RJ out of the house or trying to get him to go see fireworks would have been a pain. No, actually getting him to go to bed after we got back from doing fireworks would have been a pain in the rear end. So I figured we'd skip them this year. It's not worth trying to fight all the traffic.
I agree.
I agree. You see, there are some pictures floating around of Virginia Beach.
Yes, Kim and I were looking at those. It's crazy. It was like as hot as it was. These people were on top of each other.
It was ridiculous.
It was so people-y, but everybody was like crunched up. Like, I'm surprised we didn't hear of more like bad things happening just because of tempers flaring and things like that down there.
Yeah.
It was
because of the.
I've seen it crazy down there. I've never seen it like that.
No, me neither. If I got there, I don't care if I drove 2.5 hours to get there. And I got
if that weekend, like that would have been 4 hours probably.
Probably. I would have turned around and gone back home, or I don't know, gone to Williamsburg or something like that, because that was terrible.
Yeah.
Man, it was crazy. We had people shooting off fireworks like Sunday night at midnight. It was like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. They were still going, and it was funny because a lot of times, you see all the stands on the side of the road where they're selling fireworks.
Yeah, sardines.
Here in Virginia, we don't have good fireworks unless you know the right stands to go to. But they were still selling them as of yesterday. Like I rode by, there was still a couple stands set up, and they were selling them. I was like, oh my goodness.
I remember you used to have to go. I remember you said you have to. How do you even talk? You used to have to go to like south of the border or someplace like that to get fireworks. You know, we have like maybe get some bottle rockets at Walmart or anything, or sparklers. That's about the extent of my fireworks displays when I was a kid.
I don't know. I've had some friends that if you go to the right stands, I don't even know where they are because I don't care, but they're around Virginia. If you ask the right questions.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
There's usually some things in the truck packed in the back for the right price you can get.
I got you.
That's what I heard. It's kind of like going to New York City buying a purse on Canal Street.
Yeah, you got to ask for a specific thing. Oh, do you have the like rolling spinners? Oh, okay. And then you open up the big back of the truck, and all this like bombs and shit are in the back of the truck.
Oh, Teresa, happy late birthday to your daughter. I love the 4th of July. It's one of my favorite holidays. Just because, and it's not so much because of what it means. It's more so of just there just seems it's kind of like a Christmas family vibe in summer, if you will.
Yeah, it's the biggest it's the biggest holiday of the summer. I think the next one is Halloween.
Yeah, I would agree.
People, my neighbor is like, well, there's Labor Day. I'm like, okay, well, yeah. All those Labor Day fans out there. I don't want to skip over Labor Day. Actually, it's no Call of the Horizon Day, obviously.
Call of the Horizon Day. No.
I I guess back to school is a big thing now.
Well, back to school is so weird now because it's before Labor Day for most jurisdictions
Yeah,
around
now it's weird. It used to be every year, go back to school the day after Labor Day. Now it's like
here.
2
Yeah.
weeks before. Whistling Kitty Chasers.
Yep.
It sounds like a dirty band name.
That would be a good band name.
The Whistling Kitty Chasers. That should be we're going to form a band and call it the Whistling Kitty Chasers. Actually, if Sarah was here, she would make it. It would be a good member of the Whistling Kitty Chasers.
You did not go there.
Oh, I went there.
Oh, you went there. All right, are we ready for a card?
She would have laughed at it. Oh, I gotta give the shout out.
Give the shout out. We're just all over the place tonight.
We're just rambling on. Jason's down there just getting bored with our rambling on here. Okay. I'm gonna give a paranormal shout out to Daniel Clace from Hinsdale House, whose daughter Shayla is battling osteosarcoma, which is a type of bone cancer. Daniel has a GoFundMe to help with expenses. Every little bit helps in times like these. So if you can, even donate $1 or whatever you can donate to help them out. I know if Rihanna or RJ had to deal with something like that, and especially these times, it's just tough, and it'd be good for them to know that there are a lot of people out there they're rooting for, even her, like Shaylee. Let her know that there are a lot of people rooting for. Send her some positivity because I know she's going through a lot, and
mom and dad too. I mean, it's rough.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
Definitely. And I've had Daniel on the show a couple of times talk about Hinsdale House, and he's a great guy. So definitely just go check out his page. If you can go send some money, like $1, you can just whatever much you want to send. But if you can send even just $1, that every little bit counts.
Exactly.
So yeah, there's that. And our old timey swear word, which again, guys, I realize this is a family show. So you kids tell them to go in the other room, put the earmuffs on, and I'll give you a second to do that.
Hey, John Sullivan. He's in time just from the old timey swear word of the day.
Yeah, good. All right, guys. I know this is a family show. I don't want you guys to go away because we're using such foul language. But we need to start expanding over our vocabulary. So the old timey swear word. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Consarn.
Consarring.
Consarn. CONSASARN. Consarn. A substitute for damn.
Consarn.
So consarn. So be like, consarn, girl. You're so hot. Yeah.
Consarn.
Consarn. So break that out next time.
On the Horizon Day.
Yes, I know. I shouldn't be using such foul language on Call of the Horizon Day. I'm
Horizon Day.
Consarn it. Hope you have a good consarn Call of the Horizon Day.
Consarn it.
Consarn. So guys, go ahead and start using that in your everyday language, and you'll get some weird looks. Actually, I've heard consarn before in like 1940s movies or whatever. Consarn it. Or doggone it. That's another one.
Doggone it.
There's another one, another substitute for goddamn it. Doggone it. My grandma used to say that to me all the time. She wanted to see the bad thing. She broke out the doggone it. And so here we are expanding your vocabulary horizons. So let's pick a card.
All right. Card for the collective. Let's see what comes out. Doing the Halloween Oracle deck. We got Night Song, which says it's hidden talents.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I think sometimes, I think a lot of us right now, there's a lot going on in the world. This is to be my take on this card. I feel like there's a lot going on in the world, and I think a lot of us probably need to work on our root chakras a little bit. Um, just because everybody's feeling a little up in arms for different reasons. I mean, the economy's kind of jacked right now. Um,
Mm.
Everybody's having money troubles. Everybody's having, it's hot. So that can leave you just feeling a little bit wonky. I've had this come up actually in a lot of readings recently where people have been talking about how I just don't feel connected. I feel all over the place. I feel a little down. I feel heavy. So I think with the hidden talents, I think it's kind of like honing in and finding something you enjoy, something creative, some sort of creative outlet at this time to just make things a little bit better. Sometimes when we tap back into and hidden talents doesn't mean like you're just the greatest at it, but it makes you feel good because you do it. Like maybe I don't really like, I'm not, I have some of the best friends who are these awesome, creative, crafty type people. I'm not. But it's still fun to like put
Yeah.
paint on paper, or it's fun to take photographs. When you talk about bringing out your creative side, it could be just taking pictures of things. It can be cooking. So just find something. I think at this time for the collective, find something that you enjoy doing, that you feel like you're good at and that you enjoy doing, and do it.
Awesome.
The cards.
Yes, we will post that on the Freakin' Awesome Paranormal Show page tomorrow morning or tonight, whenever we get around to it.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and bring our guest on.
Yeah.
From JK-47 Paranormal Investigations. And God, I can't remember the name of his podcast now.
It should be. He put a lot of stuff up here. Hold on.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on.
And my brain
Check
is not
out
working.
my other channels on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Just search JK-47 Paranormal.
He's got one where he goes and he watches like investigations, life investigations, and make comments on it. It's really fun to watch. Comes on Friday nights, and I watch him sometimes on there. So let's bring him on the show. Jonathan Keyworth, how's it going, brother? How are you?
Good. How's it going? Concern.
Good.
Concern it.
Concern it. Happy Call of the Horizon Day first and foremost.
Yes.
Get the pleasantries out of the way. I'm glad you were able to join us on such a important holiday. Took time out away from your family.
I was afraid I wouldn't make it.
I mean, if we were in person, we'd have sugar cookies. But
you know what? We should have baked sugar cookies today. I've got to start like looking at these holidays like a little bit before, like an hour before the show. So how is everything with you?
Good. Doing good. So Sunday, I left legit podcasts. Just running 3 podcasts is just too much. And those Friday nights were killing me. So I hung up the hat on the Darkness Descends. But I'm still on Talking with the Source on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then I have my own show, which was earlier today, 2 o'clock Eastern, called Targeting with the JK-47.
Nice.
I got you. So what got you into the paranormal?
Wow. So when I was 18, I had my first experience. Went to a place called Riverdale Road, and there's this lot you would stand in, and you'd stand in the northwest corner, and a spirit would run right by you. You could hear the feet in the gravel go, and you got all cold. And after that, I was a believer. I was like, what the hell is that? I ran to my car. I'm like, y'all better get in the car. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
It scared the bejesus out of me. It ran right by me, and then it just started over again. And you can hear it clear as day. And they were on the other side of the parking lot, so it was just me up in the corner. But ever since then, I knew something was out there. Never really got into investigating. Joined the Army. Went to Iraq. Had some experiences there. And then, when I got home 4 years ago, I got 100% disability from the Army. So that's when I started JK-47 Paranormal and really started digging into it. So.
Yeah, once you have an experience like that, when you hear something so clear and there's no way for you to discount it, it could be something, could be this, or could be that. Once you have that clear distinction, you can't go back. You can't. It's just okay. It's there, and just time to roll with it.
Yeah, exactly. And then my first year in JK-47, I just went and helped people out at their homes, getting rid of stuff, helping spirit move on in their homes. And I did it all on my own dime. I went from California all the way to Tennessee to Michigan. I did it all on my own dime and helped a lot of people, helped 15 families. So
you
and then I ran out of
started
money.
home investigations.
What's that?
You basically started with home investigations and not so much going to locations and that kind of thing.
No, just dove right in. It's the Army guy in me. I want to experience it firsthand. So
yeah. Did you experience anything while you were in the service?
So yeah, my story was I was actually contacted by a show on the Science Channel called Mission Unexplained, and I told my story. I'm on episode 3 of Mission Unexplained, and I'm in the middle part of the episode. But that's when I found out, I guess my spirit guides, they were actually talking to me and helping me through this challenging time. I mean, I should have died like 5 times, and they helped me through it. So, yeah.
So what were your spirit guides like? They come into you in your dreams, or like, could you see them? Were they?
So the best example was January 2004. We were getting ready to head out to our forward operating base, and I was up on my gun cleaning it, and there was no one out there. I was just kind of getting ready. Like I hate crossing that gate. I hate going out into that town, and I'm just thinking in my head, and all of a sudden, clear as we're talking now, a voice right by my head says, "Whatever you do, don't go on this mission." And I looked around, and there's no one around. And I said, "What?" And it says, "Whatever you do, don't go on this mission." And I said, "Okay." So I got off the Humvee. I went and told my sergeant I wasn't feeling well. And I asked him if I could get my buddy Williams to fill in for me, so they wouldn't be down a gunner. And he said, "Yeah, that's fine." And so I took Williams' radio guard shift, and I was on the radio, and at 5 a.m, there was the biggest explosion I ever heard, and I saw the smoke plume, and it was by the bridge right where I was going to be, and a car bomb killed 3 of my friends. So, and yeah, and the way it was pulled up is how I would be in the position, because they were getting ready to switch out. So,
how did you, at that point in time, did you realize it was like a spirit guide, or at what part in your journey have you kind of learned what these things are?
I would say after my second year of starting JK-47, I sat down with a psychic medium, and she explained it was my spirit guide, Christina, who had warned me. She's a very gifted psychic medium that told me my spirit guides, and and from then on, I just talk to them all the time, and they help me out with what I do. So
Yeah, they do. They do. It's just
Mhm.
I just was curious because and that explains like with meeting with a psychic medium because like a lot of times you're like, what is this? But then you just know it's working, and then when you figure out what it is, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I have three of them: Santos, Christina, and Ryan. So
Now,
yeah, I call
is
on them all the
Christina the
time.
one?
They help me. So,
Have you now? Had you heard the voices before, like, or was this the first time
never in my
where?
life, never in my life had I experienced anything like that. And there's Chris. Hey, Chris. He's our other host on Talking with the Source. Good to see you,
Hey,
man.
I got you. Hey,
Um,
Chris.
I, I had never heard those voices before, and I haven't heard them since. That distinctive,
Mm.
and it's really interesting. So yeah, there's Wanty. Hey, what's up, brother? Um, yeah, but yeah, if you guys check out the episode, it explains all the situations. It's Mission Unexplained, episode 3. So
okay.
That's awesome. So you get back home and do you have anybody else doing the investigations with you, or do you just go there
I do
by
it all on
yourself?
my. Yeah, I do everything by myself. So
Does that ever unnerve you? And I
I've
just
been
add that because some, and maybe that's the military background, but sometimes I'm like, I'll be invited to do something and like none of my team members are going. I'm like, ah, I don't
so
know.
so my very first case was in Michigan, and I got to the house. I'm getting my bags out of their trunk, and I look up at the house, and it's just like pitch black in there, and it's just in this forest, and I'm just like, oh my god, what am I doing? And I got in the house, and I kind of felt weird. I felt like
Mhm.
there's something there, kind of watching us. I didn't say anything to him, and I let them do the tour of the house, and they showed me to my room, and I put my bags down, and it smelled like rotting meat, and
Oh,
I was like, I'm sorry, do you smell that? And they're like, yeah, it's only in this room, and I was like, okay,
Thank you for putting me in here.
thanks.
and from watching movies and stuff, that that smell of
Yeah, that's not a
rotting
good
meat,
sign.
I know
Yeah,
that's not a good
that's not.
sign. So I set my stuff down, got my camera up, and in the first half hour, I get this light glowing orb coming out of the closet, kind of stopping in front of me, and then going through the wall. Like I could see it with my bare eyes. That's how strong it was. I was like, that is not a piece of dust. I don't care what Zach Beggins. I'm like, that is not a piece of dust. And so I just trusted in my guides and stuff, and went to it, started doing my stuff around the house, try to figure out what room it likes to hang out in, and of course it likes to hang out in the room I sleep in. I crawled under the house. It was a double wide, so I crawled under the house with the spiders and stuff, and there was no dead animals down there, so I was making sure that wasn't the rotten smell, and I hated that because that was gross. But yeah, walked around the house, and the dog that they had would kind of stare at things, and that I'd kind of go to that area. I'd feel temperature fluctuations and stuff. And um, the second night, it was about 11 o'clock at night. I was just finishing up my readings and doing some EVPs and stuff. I head back to my room, and my room is here, and there's another room off to the right there. And I look over to that room, and I see this full apparition of a lady with her arms crossed looking out the window, and she was just glowing white. And I was like, nope, I am not ready for that. And I went into my room, I laid down, I pulled the sheet over. I'm like, what did I just see? I'm like, what did I just see? And I come to ask her the next day, I'm like, did something happen in that room? She's like, oh, yeah, that's where my mom passed away. She was on hospice. And I was like, well, I saw her last night. So what I did is I took one of my cat ball, set it up in the center of the room with the little red tip up so the little BB wouldn't get activated to set it off accidentally. And I stepped back and I said, Sharon, was that you I saw last night? And the thing went off for 5 minutes straight. So yeah, I was like,
Wow.
well, your mom's here trying to help us. So
That's
the way I helped them, whatever it was, I trapped it in this doll, and we got the doll and we boxed it up and put it in plastic
like this.
bags.
Oh my
I went
God.
and threw it away, and they've been good ever since. So
wow, that's crazy. So was that the first time you'd seen a full body apparition?
yeah. That was
Wow.
like Ghostbusters scary.
Yeah.
Like the librarian in the
Yeah,
basement.
yeah. That's why I was like, nope, I'm not ready for that.
See, I
You
haven't
get her and jump at her.
experienced that yet. I haven't experienced like I'll catch glimpses out of the corner of my eye. I've seen like a crawler on the ceiling, but I haven't seen a full body apparition yet. I'm
No,
like, I don't know
like
how I'm gonna react.
I stopped for a full 2 seconds, and she did not mind showing herself. She was standing there with her arms crossed, just looking out the window, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not ready for that." So there's Nicole and Z-Sun. Hey guys.
We have a question for you in the chat. It's a Teresa asked, besides speaking to you, have you ever communicated any other way, or have they ever communicated any other way?
I've been hissed at. I've had my hair pulled through my hat, and my hair's not long, so for them to pull my hair, that was pretty intense. I've been touched on the back, on my hand, but most of the time I communicate with spirit right here in my basement. I work on cold cases, and I just use my PSB7 spirit box, and then I go through it, slow it down, because the spirit's energy, they talk really fast. So I slow it down and use a denoise program, and I get fabulous responses. So
that's really interesting, because a friend of mine and I both, do readings when we can. And she was actually talking to me this week. She's like, about how fast you talk when you're doing readings. Like, she was doing a reading and she had her son there for the first time. He's like, Mom, you talk so fast when you're doing readings. Like, you don't talk like that. And it's interesting that you say the spirits talk fast, because, he picked up on like, Mom, you don't normally talk that fast. What's going on?
No, you got to think about it. It's pure energy. They're moving faster than the speed of light, pretty much. So for them to stop and speak, they're going to be speaking really fast, and I have to slow it down. I slow the clips down, I'd say about 25, almost 30%, and I could bring up a clip if you wanted to see one of the stuff I got. Yeah, let me pull one up here. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. So this is the Jameson family. They were a family that disappeared in Oklahoma, and the whole family, they found their bones and stuff. The whole family was killed, so they still don't know what happened. So here's that. I think you might have to play it, but yeah, it's right there. There's something there, guys. I gotta review that. Jameson family. Your bodies were found about 3 miles away from your truck. Can you tell me how you died? How did you die?
Oh, that's cool.
I heard they shot us. Did they shoot you with their gun, Carolyn? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. It plays again. Listen again here. Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild. I got
Yeah.
That's
chills.
so clear. That is amazing.
Yep, like the TV behind me here that I bought at a garage sale for $5. Doesn't have the remote or anything. I just wanted it to, because like in the 80s, you know, the faces used to come out of the TVs and stuff. So
Mhm.
that's why I put it there. And I did one session for Carol Baskin's husband that disappeared. Don Lewis was his name. And I asked, I said, who else was there? And his name comes through, Chris. And then the TV turns off on its own. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I
Hey,
can show you
Sarah.
that one. That one's pretty cool. So let me see if I can find that one. Let's see, Don Lewis TV off. There it is.
Let's just try one more time. Who was there when you were murdered?
Yeah,
Plain
Wow.
as day.
yeah.
So
So
what do
I
you
get all
think
sorts.
about those old TVs? Is it just how they're set up?
I think it's the analog frequency. High definition is a much greater hertz than the analog, and I think now, you know, everything's high definition and everything's operating at this faster pace. Like I'm trying to meet somebody that could help build a device that can get the static through that frequency, and I think the voices would be a lot clearer. So I don't know.
Gotcha.
I mean,
It's all
they're pretty
theory.
clear now.
Yeah, they
You
are.
know?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
So you go these places by yourself. What do you do for like protection before you go into an investigation?
So what I'll do is I'll ground myself outside the home. I'll take a knee, and I'll ask my Native American brothers to give me permission and to help protect me. I'll ask my spirit guides for protection, and I'll imagine this bubble around me, like kind of like a rainbow bubble, like the Bifrost. If
Mhm.
you've ever watched Thor, like that bridge of the Bifrost, like I
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
that spinning around me, and yeah, and I just let them know I'm here to help you pass on, and yeah, and
Have your guides have you guys ever tried to, like, if you go into a situation that's too much, have they ever tried to get you out of it?
no, they know I
Have you
can do it. Yeah.
have you ever been affected? Like where you felt like something just isn't right? And what did you do? Because you do this alone. That's my fear, is getting affected and I'm by myself.
Well, actually, it was at the Holy Cross Abbey down in Canyon City, Colorado. They were holding an event there, and I went into like the headmaster's chamber, or the father, you know, the guy that's in head of the abbey. I was in his chambers, and I did a spirit box session, and after that, I just started feeling real weird, and I was like, I'm gonna go lay down, you know, because that's the thing. Like, if you start to feel weird, to get out of the building to try to ground yourself, and it stayed with me. I was getting sick and stuff, and the next morning when I woke up, I still felt it. So I went to the graveyard that's at the Abbey, where all the fathers were buried, all the fathers that had passed away while the Abbey was open. And my buddy Chris was actually there. And I called upon my spirit guides and all the fathers there to get rid of this. And they did. And after that, I felt fine. So, yeah.
How much time do you like between investigations? Do you try to like do a month, or do you try to just to rehabilitate yourself, or do you do it like more often?
When I was traveling, I was doing 2 a month. but now I just do my sessions down here in the basement, and I do it once every week. I do all my sessions live. So what I hear is what you hear. And then like tomorrow, I'll review today's session, and I'll slow it down to see if we got any responses. And then I'll post it on Thursday of all the best responses that I got. So
Do you actually have any activity in your house from
No.
doing all this stuff? No?
no, my guide's
That's
protected.
good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I
Do you
have
ever
had
go-
some weird stuff happen though. Like one time I was live and this little beer koozie flew across my desk while I was live, and I was like, this just flew across my desk. Like it was sitting on the left here, and it made sure that I noticed it, and it flew across. The TV turning off. Other than that, no, it's pretty quiet here. So.
CR wants to know, how do you protect yourself during a session?
Yeah. So if you watch my live sessions, I always show everybody how I call out my spirit guides, and I ask them to protect me. I call upon my Native American brothers, my Army brothers, my brother who passed away on 21. He's with me all the time, and I just ask for protection, and I just let them know that the spirits that want help, I'll help them at the end of the session. And every time I've helped from 5 to 10 to 100 spirits that were around me, and I always get thank you at the end and clear goodbye. So
Do you have anything that you do at the end of sessions to reground and clear yourself?
I just relax, I don't dwell on it. Kind of go outside for 10 minutes, to get some sun, play with the dogs, and just kind of bring myself back to normality, or that's, if you consider me normal, I don't know.
Yeah,
We're all
I don't know if
weird.
any
We're
of us
all
are
a little
normal.
weird, and it's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Do you
but
ever
I
go
love what I
to-
do. I love it.
Do you ever go to places like public places to investigate, or
Yeah,
like
when I can.
battlefields or anything like that?
When I can. One of my favorites that I went to was the old Montana State Prison. Went there, and there was just two of us. It was me and my buddy AJ, and we had the whole prison to ourselves. And that was a crazy night, just for two people to be in that huge location. So it got a lot of crazy stuff that night.
Has there ever been a time when you're on an investigation or you just finished an investigation, you were like, holy shit, that was crazy?
Yeah.
What was the craziest one?
I love it when I surprise myself. like every week I'll hear one response and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to share this. I love surprising myself. Like that's my favorite thing.
What is the funniest thing you have encountered?
There are so many. The funniest one was the investigation in Tennessee. I was on the second night, and I was doing the session in the room, and the owner, she was in the room, and I had one phone doing the necrophonics app, and the other one I was live, and I accidentally farted. And I said, "Oh, excuse me, that was me," because you could hear it. It was pretty loud. I was pretty embarrassed because I'm sitting there live, and the owner's right behind me. I'm sure she wasn't happy. And then 10 seconds later, through the app on the necrophonics, it goes, "You farted." I was like, "No way!" I was like, "No way!" I hope I didn't fart on the spirit.
That's funny.
That's probably my favorite. That's funniest blooper moment. Yeah.
But you mean you did the right thing. You're supposed to call it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I loved critiquing all those live investigations. I mean, there's some really good teams out there, and there's others that are just doing it, for the views and the follows. And they're not going in with the right intention, so that's why they don't get a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. It's all about intentions. You know, if you show them you're there to help and be truthful and faithful, they'll help you out. So
Is that something you would consider doing again, as far as like with your own show, since you're not doing it with legit anymore? Would you do that?
I don't know. Like I said, it was rough running 3 podcasts because I go on the show on Sunday, then on Monday I gotta do all the thumbnails and advertising for my show on Tuesday. Then I do my show on Tuesday, and then I spend like 4 hours on Wednesday doing all the editing, and then I got to share it all on Thursday, and then I had to do all the advertising for the show on Friday, and then I had to do the show. So it was a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
I mean, I do.
I don't know.
Show,
I might hop on every now and then and just do it
Yeah.
through my own channel if I get bored, but I'm pretty busy right now. So.
Yeah, that's it's all. What are your shows about? Like, are they different like kinds of shows, or are they like this one on Sunday? What is usually
so the one on Sunday, Talking with the Source, we just invite guests on and we talk to them about their experiences and, you know, their perception of the paranormal, and really give them a chance to speak to people, you know, that truly believe in what they say. And, you know, we've had a lot of guests, like Tony Ferguson. He's really popular in the UK. Patty Negri we've had on, Bill Slevins, whole bunch of people. And it's just a great show to get to know these people and how they grew up in the paranormal community. But yeah, it's mostly just a talk show with guests like now. So.
And the other one is what? Tuesday.
It's all spirit box sessions. I pick a new cold case after about 5-6 sessions, and I just try to help solve them. So I've had a few of the families reach out to me like, "What you're doing is amazing," and they try. I'll do a private session for them to see if there's any messages. And I've heard a lot of you know, that they love them and they miss them. Like with the Ellen Greenberg case, I remember I got one response where I said, "What do you want to tell your parents?" And she said, "Go get him," like not to give up the fight, like go get the guy. Yeah. So
I mean, I know you were talking about setting intentions and things. So you're working cold cases. So how do you? Because I haven't watched your things, but I will be now because now I'm really curious. But like, how do you? I mean, do you just set the intentions of what the case is, who you're trying to connect with? Like, how do you get the session started?
So what I'll do is I'll do my introduction, and then I'll share my screen, and we'll go through what happened. You know, what the cold case is about, and I'll say like, "Yeah, I watched this episode, and it was like for the Jason Laundrie case, like." I was like, dang, I need a cold case. And Spirit said, pick that one. And I picked that one. And the day I was watching it was actually the day he passed away 3 years before. So I was like, okay, that's a good sign.
Five Spirit.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So I just open myself up. And when I see one, you know, I'll know it's right. And I know they'll want to come through. So, yeah.
Have you had any soldier spirits come through?
Yeah, I've talked to my Army buddies. I did a private session for all my Army brothers of our friends who passed away in Iraq, and it was pretty intense. Yeah, when they came through, I remember one response. I asked our platoon sergeant. I said, Sergeant Hicks, what was your rank when you passed on? And clear as day, it said Sergeant First Class, and I was like, there you go. I was like, I can't beat that. So, yeah.
Have you ever contacted off-world or other dimensional beings, or ET spirits, so to speak?
I've gotten some weird sounds, like really weird spacey sounds through my spirit box during the sessions sometimes. Like like weird ET sounds that shouldn't be coming through. So I don't know if it's from space or another dimension, but I do believe that there are other planes to our consciousness, and I just try to control it. I try to focus on who I want to talk to and that, and I think my guides help kind of police that energy up. So
yeah, I'm wondering if there are other dimensional beings maybe coming through. And
if they are, they're answering the questions. That's what I don't get. It's like I'll ask a question and then 10 seconds later it says some people shot all of us, and I'm like, okay.
I mean, that's right there. I mean,
yeah,
that's crazy. Do you ever have like stuff that you get on like your sessions that families get that they take to the police for like a cold case or whatever?
I've tried on 3 different cases, and they just kind of blow it off. They, my brother was a U.S. Marshal, and I've shown my stuff to some of his best friends that were in the Marshals, and they were quite entertained by it, but they're like, well, I can't go to the judge with this, I'm like, not yet. Once I crack that first case, if it's me going out in the field and finding the body, I think that would be a good start.
That's good proof. Yeah.
Right.
The body is right here. Nicole wants to know, what's the best frequency to tune in with the spirits on the box?
The FM frequency is what I use. In my spirit box, it's just a standard SB7. It scans through the FM frequencies at 150 milliseconds. So, and it just keeps going through all the stations, like from 88.9 all the way up to 107. And it does it so fast. Like if you've ever gone to a new town in your car and you hit scan on the radio, for that next station, it will stop. But this just keeps going. And it's funny because at 96.3, every session that I do, I get a weird beep, beep, and then the response comes through. Yeah. So
interesting.
But the numbers 963 are the spiritual number. So it's kind of weird it happens at that frequency. So.
No, but that's really cool because you do this so much, you were able to pick that up. Like a lot of us who are weekend investigators and things like that, we might not notice that for quite some time, that it's always at that particular station.
And it's funny because I used to never get it on the other SB7 I have. I used to never get it on this, and then I accidentally switched them out one day without realizing, and then all of a sudden the beep beep started coming through the other one. So, that's weird.
I will be right back. RJ wants to snack.
That's just replicable. Like you're doing that all the time. What other pieces of equipment are your favorite?
I like the cat balls. I have a microphone stand with a piece of tape suspended. So now I put the cat ball in it, so it's suspended. It's not on the ground, so it doesn't get any vibration. So if it does go off, it hasn't yet. It hasn't gone off, but if it does go off, I'll know that it's really something. So,
That's really cool.
I like those. Yeah, I like those. And then a recorder. I get tons of EVPs when I go to locations. Just standing in there with the recorder, I get a lot of interesting EVPs.
So where of all, like, I know you go to like private locations and things when you can, but what is like the one, like couple of your bucket lists? I haven't been there, but I really, really want to go.
I don't know. I've always had an eye on Waverly Hills. I've heard a lot of people having a lot of experiences there. I'd love to go to England, with a lot of the older castles and stuff, and see what I could get there. Because I know, the radio frequencies would be somewhat limited, and especially using an American radio station over in the UK, it'd be interesting to see if I did get any responses through it. So somewhere over in England would be cool. Maybe the infield poltergeist house would be cool.
The
Where
infield
the
demon house.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Man. So we're getting close to the end of the show here. I want to thank you for coming on and joining us tonight.
Yeah.
And
Oh, thanks for having me. The friggin' awesome paranormal show.
man. This was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Sorry, my brain's a little fried right now.
I mean, it's only 109 degrees outside.
I know. God,
Yeah, right.
Jeez. So, where can people find you? I know you put a post on the top of the show, but where can people get in touch with you?
Yeah. So I'm on Facebook. Just look for JK-47 Paranormal. I have a private group that's called Targeting with the JK-47 Paranormal. That's more meant for discussion, with the sessions I do and stuff. I'm on TikTok, JK-47 Paranormal, Instagram, JK-74 Paranormal. Same with YouTube. Just make sure you add the paranormal, because if you just do JK-47, you'll get some rapper. It's really weird.
I was getting ready to say, how did you get your name? I have to throw that out there. How did you get your name?
So Jonathan Keyworth, JK, and then I was in the services and I fought against AK-47s. So I just kind of put the JK instead of the AK. So yeah,
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show, and
thank you.
we'll definitely keep an eye out for your podcast, and we'll share with all your stuff on our pages.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. If you go on my TikTok, you can see all the best responses. I don't have enough followers yet to go live on the TikTok. I guess you got to get to 3,000 or something. So one day,
out there, everybody start liking his TikTok.
Yes,
yes.
That's the hardest part about TikTok is getting the likes. I put up a bunch of just random shit on my TikTok page. I'm like looking at like Hostess cakes at the grocery store. I looked at the back of a cereal box and read all the ingredients just to get to 1,000 followers. Now I barely go on there. I mean, I'll barely go live on TikTok.
Yeah, I think I got shadow banned for doing some Joe Biden video that got me in trouble. But it happens. I don't care. If it happens, it happens.
Nicole Gasper's
Good
got
job, Nicole.
1,000 on TikTok. Holy shit! Good job.
Good job.
Yeah, she was on my last episode of Darkness Descends on last week. She was on there last week.
Nice.
I got you.
Well, I will have to go follow her.
Yes, we'll be watching Nicole. We're gonna be following Nicole. We'll follow JK. I tagged you in one of my posts on TikTok.
Yeah.
One of the things. So I'll definitely be following you guys. Go follow Jonathan. Go follow Nicole. She only has 3,000 followers. Give her some more followers.
Maybe we need to have Nicole on the show.
Yeah, maybe.
You should. A great guest. Yeah, she's had a lot of experience. So.
That's awesome. We'll have to get in touch with her about coming on the show.
Yeah.
Jonathan, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it
very much. Yeah, I appreciate you.
And we'll have you back on. We'll have you back on for one of our reaction shows. We do.
Sure. That would be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Wow. That was awesome.
That was freaking awesome.
I swear, like halfway through the show, I could not think. I'm like, oh my God. I didn't
notice. I guess I must have been having the talkies today because you were doing fine.
I was definitely struggling. I've been struggling ever since I got home from the cabin. Honestly, it was too hot. It was too hot to be out there. Yeah, I mean, it's been like you said, it's been hot all summer, but not this. Yeah, not this hot where it's like I can't even think straight. Yeah, I love this clips too, Teresa. That was a lot of fun. So clear. too.
Yeah, his are very clear.
Clear, like sentences. Like I did a session in the cab or the rancher, and Dennis asked if the name Randy is significant, and clear as day, a little girl's voice says, "He did it."
Oh gosh.
We should do a show and
Was
do
that
like the
today?
best. No, that was
Oh.
a few years ago. We've got a whole bunch of cameras set up in the cabin now, and a bunch of different like K2 meters and cat balls and like a whole bunch of different equipment set up to see if we capture anything. While there's nobody in there. We've had a few things happen, like the one of the cameras cut off, and we switched to IR in the middle of the day for some reason. But it should be interesting. Hopefully, we'll get some stuff and we'll be able to share it with everyone.
That'd be cool. Get those
Yeah.
together and then like have Dennis and anybody who was part of that on and talk about what we're seeing.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. I moved Caitlin to the window again, so people drive by the cabin, she'll see a little girl standing in the window. It caused an accident or two.
It's so creepy.
That's kind of what we're going for, guys. So Nicole's podcast is called Nikki's Talk Show.
Okay.
So everyone go flood her podcast with likes. Go check it out. You want to tell us when you're on? We will listen in.
When is Nikki's Talk Show?
And we will get you. We will definitely check it out. I'd like to send some of your stuff. I guess she's talking to JK. Go check out JK-47's podcast.
Yeah.
Go check out his Facebook
I definitely
page.
will be too. I didn't realize he went live like that or what he was doing now. So I'm excited to like listen in on that.
Yeah. Teresa said she saw Caitlin. Yeah, she saw the post I put on Facebook. I used to have her out there like when we first started investigating out there. I put her in the window, and there are 2 times I've gotten messages. I saw a little girl standing in the window. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll send you some stuff there, Teresa, for sure.
Yeah.
I got a buttload of stuff from the cabin on 360. Hopefully, we'll keep getting stuff from the cabin on 360. Let's see. What do you have coming up? I know you've got some stuff at Belgrove.
Yes, we have a paranormal lockdown. I think there might be a couple of tickets left. Maybe we were sold out, but I think there might be 1 or 2 available now. So we got a lockdown on Saturday night. We are so stoked because we haven't been at Belgrove for about a month, which always means the activity's gonna be really good.
Because they're
ravishing
out there. They're like, where have you been?
Well, not even. And I think sometimes you can over investigate a place, and then you
I
need
can
to
see
step
that.
away and give them some space. And then the next one, if you can't make it, or we are indeed sold out, we will be back out there for another lockdown. So there's 2 tickets. You can get tickets from 7 to midnight or 7 to 5 a.m. We'll be out there on August the 17th. And then we just announced, just put it out there, we will be in Gettysburg for the world's largest ghost hunt day. September was that 28th. And we will be doing the Jenny Wade house. And so we're going to be out there going live.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I had to come over here and plug my computer in. I moved my base operations to the couch in front of the television so I can accomplish 2 things at once: watch TV and do computer stuff. So you know what's coming up on the Orion Effect?
Yes, we have some carnies coming on. Let me check out their names. Howie sent it to me earlier. Oh gosh, where are they? What are their names? I can't find it, but we have some people that are going to be really cool. It's something we've never done before. So they're performers that, go with carnivals and stuff. So we're excited to have them. I'm super stoked. It's going to be a fun show.
I've been enjoying your shows, the ones you did in like was it Universal Truth or something on
Yeah, I can't wait to pick that back up
Sunday.
again. I can't wait to pick that back up because that was fun and different.
Yeah. Those discussion shows are always a lot of fun
Yeah.
to do. So we've got Paranormal Theory coming on the show next week, and this
Yay.
Sunday we are counting down our favorite 1990s hip hop songs for the Freakin' Awesome
I gotta get
playlist.
on that. I gotta get on that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I always enjoy doing those shows.
Yep.
Oh, guys, I know it's sad. Concern it.
Concern
The
it.
show
We're done.
is over. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, I don't have my mouse here. Thank you, CR. Thank you, Season Dragon. Thank you, Hemi. Oh. Thank you, Sarah, for joining us. Thank you, Chris Binder. Thank you, Wanty's World. Thank you, Maria Louise from Connecticut. First time in your live. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you for coming on and watching us. Thank you, Des Keyworth. Thank you, John Sullivan, Glenda Dawson. I'm sorry I don't call out the chats during the show.
Yeah. Well, you're posting them on there so people can see them.
Yeah.
I do try to keep an eye out, so if somebody's got questions, we can make sure we throw those in there. But
we try our best to get all the questions answered.
We appreciate the support.
Yeah, so we definitely appreciate you guys. Next week we will be back on here with Paranormal Theory, but before then, join us Sunday nights. First, of course, join Rhonda and Dennis. Howie.
Brian's done. Brian is just done.
Yeah. I almost said Rhonda and Sarah. Rhonda and Howie on the Orion Effect at 7:00 on Sunday night. And then take a little break for an hour. You'll get some snacks, eat dinner, come back at 9:00 and ready to jam out with us on the Freakin' Awesome playlist this Sunday night here on the Freakin' Awesome Paranormal Show. We will be back here, same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome place.
Hell yeah. Good night, guys.
Night.